You're locked into Hits 92.3. The views, stories, and opinions shared on this program belong solely to the hosts and their guests. They do not represent the views of Hits 92.3 Radio, management, staff, partners, advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. And if you don't know what any of that means, listener discretion is advised. Now sit back, turn up your volumes, and enjoy the content from one of the greatest, dopest radio personalities to ever touch this microphone in 3, 2, 1. Hey, you are tuned into She Unfiltered Radio Show right here on Hits 92.3. And this is another episode. And look, today we are talking about bullies. I'm not talking about the kids. I'm talking about them kids that might have been childhood bullies in school that turned into social media bullies in adulthood. And they don't say nothing to you when they see you in person. But when they online, them fingers be going. We also have Kentrell Young and Karen Campbell. I'll tell you who they are when we come back. She Unfiltered Radio.
She She unfiltered, turning up the heat. Midday vibes, got that 12 to beat. For the grown women, on bold and free. Mothers, wives, and entrepreneurs, that's the key. Over 40, but still on the rise. We got ambition, we got fire in our eyes. From empty nesters to dreamers, making moves. We walk through life, breaking all the rules. We got wisdom, that's sexy, no drama here. Transparent and real, let's make it clear. We're all in this together, no shame, no disguise. Honest conversations, we're never telling lies. Wisdom is sexy, transparency is power. We got strength that can last for hours. From healing to hustle, we've come so far. We're shining like diamonds, we're raising the bar. She unfiltered, we take on the world. Don't normally women, every flag unfurled. We speak the truth, no fear, no doubt. It's 92.3, we're what it's all about. 12 to 2, you know where to be. Tune in for the vibe, you'll feel so free. Yeah, we're living life, we're making it right. In the city with ambition in sight. Coast with love, we got a vibe that's true. Over 40 and we're starting a new single, dating, but loving our lives. Within each other we continue to thrive. No matter the phase, no matter the way, we're showing the world that life's a display. Wisdom is sexy, transparency is power. We got strength that can last for hours. From healing to hustle, we've come so far. We're shining like diamonds, we're raising the bar. She unfiltered, we take on the world. I'm by our women and every flag unfurled. We speak the truth, no fear, no doubt. It's 92.3, we're what it's all about. 12 to 2, you know where to be. Tune in for the vibe, you'll feel so free. No shame, no perfection to prove. We're all real women in our own groove. From the 40s and beyond, we lead with grace. Come join the conversation, there's a space for your place. She unfiltered, we take on the world. Fire, win, every flag unfurled. We speak the truth, no fear, no doubt. It's 92.3, we're what it's all about. 12 to 2.
We are here, She Unfiltered Radio Show. Today we're going to be talking about bullies. And look, I got a bully in here already. He done choked me out during the break. I'm just playing. He ain't even touched me. Kentrell Porch. I got a friend named Kentrell Young. So his last name is not Young, it's Porch. You say like the front and back of your house.
Like the front and back of your house.
Front and back of your house. Tell the people who you are, Kentrell.
Oh, yeah. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is Kentrell Porch, not Kentrell Young, but all Kentrells are great. Don't forget that. I'm Kentrell Porch. I'm a mental health advocate / coach / paraprofessional. I work with individuals, children and adults who have different mental health challenges.
Okay.
So we help them with life skills, coping skills, therapy, family and individual therapy, family and individual skill building, things of that nature, just to help them be better.
I love it. What got you into mental health? Of all types of help you can be dealing with, mental.
Honestly, one Sunday I was at church, and one of my church members, she has her own agency.
Okay.
And one Sunday I worked with the youth ministry a lot at church. One Sunday she was like, Kentrell, I think I could bring you on and use you for, over at my office. So went over there and had a conversation one Wednesday, and that was 13 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You just been, I ain't gonna ask, never mind. Okay,
No,
so
go for it. Yes.
No, I was gonna say, have you had anybody that you just felt like, yeah, it ain't no help with you?
Yes and no.
Okay.
So the population of people that we do, or that I do deal with, we deal with as a whole and as an agency. Some, there you have that silent hope.
Okay. The silent hope.
You have silent hope.
Okay.
Realistically,
it probably ain't gonna go the way I'm hoping it's gonna go.
Probably not, but you do hope that along the line they do they hold on to something.
Okay.
They do hold, if it's one or two things. If we see small improvement, we've done our job. So we can tell everybody like this: everybody has a baseline. If we can keep you at your baseline, you'll go above your baseline. Sometimes you can always run the risk of falling below that baseline. So if we can keep you there, we're doing our job. That's always the goal, at least keep you at your baseline.
Okay. All right. So before we get into our topic of today, which is, do childhood bullies become adult social media bullies? That is our topic today. Before we get into that, I do want to do a recap of our show on Wednesday. So if you're just tuning in, you're brand new to She Unfiltered Radio Show right here on Hits 92.3. We have a show on Wednesdays from 12 to 2, and we also have a show on Thursdays, 12 to 2. Wednesdays, it's all the girls. No men allowed. It's so many men want to come on the show. They're like, now you got to let us be able to get our word out. Let us be able to defend ourselves. It is not a show to bash men. Whenever men see a group of women talking about relationships, that's the very first thing that comes to mind is, oh gosh, they're sitting in there dogging out men. Sometimes we are called pick-me's in here. So I literally know we definitely have way more men tune in than we do women, because we see their comments on there. We hardly ever get any females to comment. However, the episode yesterday was about soft life. It's not about the age-old conversation of provider versus 50-50. I'm so sick and tired of that conversation. We went beyond that conversation. Now, you found a man, he's willing to give you the soft life, or you're already living in the soft life. Can you handle the soft life once you have it? So we were talking about the fact that if you have a provider and he's paying for everything, how is this going to get paid for? He has to go to work. If he's working a lot, is he going to have the amount of quality time that women or anybody that request or require in a relationship to keep that relationship functioning? Because we'll go into the whole, we fell out of love, he became a roommate, he don't do this, he don't do that, but he's paying everything at the house. And then sometimes if you're a stay-at-home mom, you have a lot of duties at home. You got to take care of the husband, you got to take care of the kids, you're picking the kids up from school, you're cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner at home, you're keeping the house clean. And when he gets home, you think you're off duty, but he's been at work all day and he thinks when he gets home, he's off duty. So it's a lot of that going on. We were talking to the men that are providers to get their standpoint on it, and then women that were living the soft life to get their standpoint on it. And I think a lot of the women had that complaint, as the man doesn't have enough time. What's your thoughts on that? Not the difference between provider versus 50-50. Just if you were the full sole provider in the home, how do you think you can split that time up?
That's a good question. I think I probably failed at that once.
Really?
But realistically, I think adults should be able to come to an agreement or an understanding. If that is the life that you want to live, and that is being provided, you have to understand we all got 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
8 to 10 of them is going to be work.
Okay.
2.5, maybe 3, depending on where you are, going to be traffic time.
Okay.
If there are kids involved, there's an extracurricular activities that's going to be involved.
Okay.
Are we going to carve out that time? Can we agree to at least set aside some time? But either way, I think either way it go, let's, have the conversation.
Have the conversation.
And understand, if that is what you want, understand a lot comes with that. So I mean, we got to go to work. Whatever it is, if it's the bags, if it's the shoes, if it's the home, if it's a car you drive, it has to be paid for.
It has to be. Somebody got to pay for it.
And if it's not afforded to where we can both be home, or at least be in a position where I got time and I'm flexible with my time, and you're home taking care of that, at least make sure you understand that. And then when those feelings start to come up, you ain't never home. I get tired of talking to my girlfriend. I get tired of having to do this by myself. This is what you want. This is what we signed up for.
Wanted.
So we gonna agree to disagree, but I'm going to work.
But you're going to work
to provide for you and the family.
Okay. So this was another conversation I had off air where a guy felt like you have to decompress if you work long hours. And sometimes that's not particularly with your mate. You might go to the bar, get a drink before you head home, and then you do all the stuff at home. Or bar might not be your thing. You might go in the room and play a game. Or you just go for a drive. Whatever it is, you got off of work at 7:00 at night and you're not going straight home, and you might live 15 to 30 minutes from the house, but you don't get home till like 8, 9 o'clock because you got to decompress. What do you think of decompressing solo versus taking that time to decompress by yourself and using that time with your mate?
I don't find anything wrong with it.
Okay.
I mean, it depends on the job.
Okay.
What do you do? Like I can say, I deal with people every day.
Okay.
So a lot of times,
that's a lot. That's energy.
When it's time to go, it's time to get to the house.
Yeah.
You may want to stop off and decompress by yourself.
Yeah.
Because you don't ever want to take work into the house. I know I've made that mistake once or twice in my life, more, taking work in, or even trying to find that balance of doing work at home when I try to do it at the
Lord,
office. So, there's nothing wrong with decompressing before you get to the house, even if you got to sit in the driveway. For 10, 15 minutes, which is not a bad thing. But as long as the communication is there, hey, I'm going to stop off here, catch a drink, or I'm going to take a quick ride on my way to the house. But I will be home by 8:15. I'll be home by 8:30. Okay. So however it gets communicated, and this is the 47-year-old me talking, the mature me talking.
Yeah, that's the mature side.
Not the I'm gonna do what I want to do when I get off.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
But same, what's given, as long as the respect is still there, we don't ever lose that. But again, to answer the question, I don't find anything wrong with decompressing. I would love to do it myself, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
But again, I think it depends on the job. What do you do, and can you leave it there once you do? We're in Atlanta, so we're at least 30 minutes travel time. Use that 30 minutes as that time. But but whatever it is, I think the husband and wife, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, or whatever it is, should be able to talk it out.
Yeah.
And let's get to come to a common ground on what that will look like.
Yeah.
As far as time.
And we played a clip yesterday from Stephen A. Smith, and he was saying that his woman has to she has to cook. So that's one thing, to keep yourself occupied if your man is working. And the other thing is she has to have a job. And I think some people, when I was reading the comments, people were taking his comment as far as women having to work, saying that he's a multimillionaire. Why does his wife have to pay bills and stuff? He didn't say that the woman has to pay bills. His reasoning for a woman having a job is to fill up her time. Because if you're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home wife, and you have nothing else to do, well, you got a lot to do when you're a stay-at-home mom. Stay-at-home wife, you don't really have a lot to do. So he was like, you got to have some form of employment or something to keep you busy so that you're not calling me asking what time I'm getting off. Are you going to take a break so you can talk to me, like calling for stupid stuff? He didn't say that, but I'm adding context to it. He felt like if you had a job, you busy, I'm busy, do what you want with your money, because he's not asking you to pay a single thing. He was like, if we're together, I got you. You ain't got to worry about nothing. However, you got to be doing something. Do you agree with that, or do you think that's optional if you are the provider in the family?
Again, I'll leave that to the conversation between the two. I'll tell you from example. My grandmother was raised by my grandparents. My granddaddy worked. He was that guy. He worked. He provided. My grandmother worked also.
Okay.
But he took care of the house. If we had to go, he took. If whoever had to get picked up, need to get picked up, he picked up. That's what he did.
Okay.
But she worked. My grandmama, God rest her soul, she was OCD before OCD was a thing.
Really?
She would work. She would come home, clean up, hands down.
No matter what.
No matter what. She would cook. Then my grandfather had to have open heart surgery. So this is the early 90s. So we hadn't progressed in technology as we are now. But she stopped working to come home and take care of her husband.
Okay.
She worked as long as she could until, his retirement stuff and got all his benefits got started. But she stopped working to take care of the house. But no matter what, she cooked, she cleaned, she cooked. It's a balance. I think it is a balance. But if she's going to work, maybe that's working on a business that we've created together to occupy that time. You never know. And listen, if you don't work, I would expect at least the house to be clean.
Yeah.
Should not never be dusty, dirty, nothing. Cook 1 or 2 times out of the week. I'm good. I can eat leftovers. I got a lot of leftovers, but Sunday, maybe Wednesday. But make sure the house clean.
Make sure it's clean.
Make sure the clothes are washed, folded, whatever it is. The kids are straight. Nothing should never not be on point if you're not working.
Okay. If you're not working.
If that's what we agreed on and we can sustain that. Now, if you do need to do something, find some volunteer work or something. Go do something. You're saying
do something.
Do something.
I agree with that.
So probably in the back of most men's minds, you got too much time on your hands. You never know what may or may not transpire. I ain't saying I ain't.
Fell in love with back in the day, the milkman, the mailman,
or the newspaper man,
the newspaper man,
whatever it is. But
I gave her some time.
I don't think anything is wrong with it. But again, can we get to that agreed upon place where this is what we're gonna do?
That makes sense.
In Stephen A's position. Yes, he is. He is multimillionaire at this point now. And yes, and true. I got you. But do something. If you ain't working, just clean out.
Yeah.
Have something to eat there now and then. Yeah.
And I was saying the thing that I would do just for me, because I always feel like, and I said this on air yesterday, even if you're a stay-at-home mom and you got 5 kids at the house, I would say have some type of business you can do from the house, like even if you're quilting stuff and selling, I don't care what you're doing, to generate some form of income, just to have money in your own pocket. For me, like, I wouldn't expect my man to pamper all this stuff that I get done. If you're taking care of the home, like, I'll worry about my hair and my nails and it, so I don't have to call you and be like, babe, can I have $100 again? I don't want to have to do that. So in order not to have to ask you for extra, I'd rather just go make my own money and take care of the things that I want while he's taking care of the things that are needed in the home. You had something to say, Sunshine?
Just thinking about the Stephen A. Smith thing, I think it also kind of just matters the requirement of meals as well, right? Because one thing we're automatically thinking is that these have to be some elaborate 5-course, 10-course meals that this man is running. And it's just the 2 of you guys, and you're only making like I've really been thinking about that in the sense of how would I deal with that? Because I'm the girl who I like the good. You know what I mean? If I had the space and time to do it, and that was just something that you wanted, I don't think that would be a problem. 3-course meals a day. Now you're asking a lot. Okay, I don't think I can do all 3.
You talking about breakfast, lunch, dinner?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
But
that's a lot.
I also think it depends on the appreciation. Like, if I'm cooking meals and I'm making you stuff, you're like, oh, you made this again, or why you gotta put this in there?
Yeah.
Oh, my food is, you know what I'm saying? Then I don't think I would be as quick to cook for you, or as lovingly.
Yeah.
It might be more begrudgingly compared to, dang, babe, chicken and waffles. This is what I wanted. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I think it's different.
Like I said yesterday, cooking with love.
Because I don't know anybody that like mad food.
It don't taste the same.
It don't taste the same.
Cook with love or don't cook it all.
Cook with love or don't cook at all. But even for me, I'm probably one of the plainest, pickiest eaters you'll ever find.
Really?
I love chicken.
Is that I'm gonna say, is that a good thing or is that a hard thing for a woman if you're picky?
I think it could be kind of difficult. Sometimes,
a little difficult.
Especially if you kind of like to play around and mix it up and do a lot.
Yeah. Y'all simple eaters are.
Simple.
Oh my gosh.
It is. Give me some chicken. Give me some vegetables.
If you're a simple eater
yes.
and you don't eat pork and you don't eat beef.
I didn't say I didn't eat pork.
No, I'm saying not you, but I'm saying I know someone that is a very simple eater, but he also doesn't eat pork and he also doesn't eat beef. So it's like, what do I make? Do you want chicken every day? Seafood, like outside of shrimp, or you got shrimp, you have salmon, and you got fish. Outside of that, it's more elegant to me. Like, I don't know how to do oysters and calamari and it don't matter. Cook whatever you want, and then you cook it, be like, I ain't really want that. Now that man said hot. He said not cold, hot. He want a hot meal. Warm meat on the cracker.
Well, a lot of times I get that.
That's hilarious.
What you want to do? I never know what I want to eat.
Yeah, I think that's every woman in the world too. So come on over here with us because we don't never know either.
I never know what I want to eat.
This is how men can fix. Yeah, this is how men can fix this issue. At least with me, this is how you can fix the issue. When a woman doesn't know what she wants to eat, go where you want to go. She's gonna find something to eat from that menu. It's gonna be something on there. Now, if you go to a steak place and like Sunshine, she don't eat steak, then that don't make sense. But you could probably find some chicken or something.
True.
Go where you know you both like the same type of foods. This is where we going. What you want from here, instead of saying what do you want to eat. Once you say I don't know, cool. Sir, head to that destination that you want and let her pick something from that menu of where you want to eat. She'll find something. Kentrell will find something, ladies.
I will find some chicken at least.
At least.
So
So now that solves the problem of people not knowing what to eat. Just go eat where you want to eat and let them pick from there.
But
He say he know he don't want to eat. Well, say I don't know what I want, but I know I don't want chicken.
So even if I don't, like I'll give you an example. Sundays, maybe. So whatever's cooked on Sunday,
Okay.
I know I'll probably eat it Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
More than likely.
Okay.
For the
That would be easy for me. Okay, 3 days off of one cookie.
Again, I don't mind. I don't mind leftovers. I can do leftovers. But if you give me whatever it is on Sunday, I'm gonna eat it probably Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
Typically Wednesdays I go to church for Bible study. I may eat at church. So if you do, you don't.
Okay.
Thursday, Friday, that's probably gonna be what you want. You want pizza? You want to pick up something, or we gonna go out somewhere? Again, for me, it's not a big deal, but it's at least something. If you do, at least do it on Sunday. I know
Sunday for sure.
Sunday for sure, because I know at least that can last a couple of days.
Well, that sounds like Sunday and Thursday.
Again, but
those are two good days.
Even if you do it on Wednesday, it's fine.
Gotcha. Because you may or you may not eat at church.
I may or may not. But
Okay.
At least I know
Sunday,
I can,
Wednesday, Thursday. 3 days out the week.
Right. And at least I know I can take it to work.
Yeah.
And have it for lunch or something.
So what if she is like, okay, I'm cool with cooking 3 days a week. She only knows how to make 4 or 5 meals. You gonna get tired of those 3 to 5 meals?
If it's 4 or 5 I like,
you'll eat it over.
Yeah, I just gotta eat it over. But we just may have to go somewhere else every once in a while to kind of switch it up. Like
Now, if she doesn't cook, are you okay with her paying for dinner?
Not every day.
No, not every day. I'm saying you want 3 meals. What if she decides to pay for food 3?
I don't want 3 meals.
You want her to cook 3 days?
You just cook something.
Okay. Look, thank you.
Yeah,
that's true.
There's a difference.
That's true.
There's a difference.
I don't cook. Anything I cook is good. I just don't cook. How long ago was that? 10 years ago? Yeah, it was 10 years ago.
So there's been progress.
Absolutely. I don't do that no more. That was 10 years ago. I told you when I was gone for that week, I was cooking every day.
I think that'd be a good show.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Yes, I was. So that concept of that show was I didn't know how to cook, period.
Right.
So I would have somebody to come that knew how to cook, would teach me how to cook something. We'd all sit down and eat the food that I cook and talk about relationships. This is before Hits even came about.
Right.
So I've been talking about relationships for like 20 years. But yeah, I didn't. And I'm scraping the pots with a silver spoon and she was losing it. So,
You don't do that.
I know now. Sunshine taught me that.
Just plastic spoons.
I know now. But it was so fun.
Yeah.
We got to do it again for real. Mm-hmm.
Right.
That part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just got halfway of a desire this year. At 44, I have a halfway of a desire. And when I say halfway, it's because I only want to cook for one person.
So let me ask you a
I
question.
want to cook for people. I just want to cook for that individual.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
What's your specialty? What's your go-to that you can cook and you know is good?
It's gonna be simple stuff: spaghetti, lasagna. Lasagna out here is not easy to make, but I felt like it was easy. You just layer it.
Do you make cornbread?
I do not make cornbread, but this is why I don't make cornbread, because this will go back to I don't cook, right? You know what my favorite cornbread is? Jiffy. You can give me your grandma's cornbread, and I'm still gonna go back to that Jiffy if it ain't sweet enough. I don't like that square, unsweet cornbread, homemade. I don't like it.
Sunshine, right?
Yeah.
So,
you put it in some collard greens, maybe. But if I gotta eat it by itself with my food, I'm not gonna like it. Is your cornbread sweet?
Do you do homemade cornbread? Oh,
it's so good. Like, yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong. I like Jiffy.
You like
I love
homemade regular.
Listen,
is it this thing?
I'm spoiled by cornbread because both of my grandmamas could make the best daggone cornbread. One was.
Okay, the other one
wasn't, but they were both good. And so my grandmama on my dad's side, she made some of the best cornbread you'll ever get. Something to be about that thick sometimes. But
I'll eat it now.
Every Sunday, rest assured, I walked in that door.
That cornbread was made.
My mom's mom, my grandmama on my mama's side, she could make the hell out of some cornbread. So that's why I love cornbread. That's why I love homemade cornbread.
Gotcha.
And I like Jiffy. I don't find anything wrong with it.
But you prefer.
But I prefer
so
homemade cornbread.
When I get into like really, really cooking, and I tell everybody, I just want to learn how to make sides. I don't even care about the meats. I want to learn how to make collard greens, mac and cheese. I can actually make some really good mashed potatoes, but it takes so long cutting up potatoes and all that. I don't want to do it. But I want to make the sides. That's what I want to do. Because I can literally eat a meal without any meat and I'm good. I definitely still eat pork. I eat all of that.
Yeah.
But sides are what I really want. So, all right. So that concludes having conversations with your person about either being the provider or being the soft life queen. And yeah, that's it. So if you want to tune in on Wednesdays, we have a Poor Truth segment, which I'm actually going to have Poor Truth on both days. I'm still figuring out Thursdays. I just really started doing Thursdays. So the Poor Truth is always some type of relationship conversation. And it is not just about men and women. It could be relationship with your friends, relationship with your kids, relationship with your business, relationship with your coworkers. Any of that, any form of relationships that you have, we always discuss them all. So that is on Wednesdays. Women only. Women only. Men can tune in. We're on YouTube. You can watch it. You can listen to it on the website. However, it's women only. Thursdays, anything goes. It's going to be business owners, artists. So if you're an artist and you have music and you have a music video and you want to come through, send me a message. on, you could go to Hits 92.3's Instagram. You can go to She Unfiltered Radio or The Real Who Is Kels. All right. So we're going to take a quick break, and we are coming right back with, were you a childhood bully that became an adult social media bully? All right. We'll be right back. She Unfiltered Radio. Hey, the secret's out. Hits 92.3 is now accepting submissions for brand new shows. That's right. You could become a radio personality right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. You don't have experience? That's okay. You don't live in Georgia? That's okay. You don't know what to do now? Now that's not okay. But your girl is here to help you out. Email us today at hits923newshow@gmail.com and tell us about your potential show with Hits. Again, that email address is hits923newshow@gmail.com. Don't be last. The slots are filling fast.
Sky People Chief coming peace, love, and I'm just trying to see where you going with that on. You got cute for me.
Looking like my baby. I don't come in here unless they pay me. I've been here all night, I'm feeling wavy, but they closing down like the Kentrell Porch Macy's. Where we finna go, though? We can hit the time to take some photos. Girl, I got the smoke, but can you roll, though? You know I thought about you jumping on this pole. Go somewhere with all that over there you got. Running on my spot, do you running there a lot? You ran into a Roddy Rich, I'm good with the box. It'll be a remix, non-stop, let it rock.
Yeah.
Look who bringing back Jet magazines, ain't it? Beauty of the week indeed, that's a queen, ain't it? And she throw back on the smoke. I asked what it is, she said the presidential shit, not that tangerine, ain't it? She said, boy, stop. You thought it, you tried it. I said, yeah, whatever, if you sold it, I'd buy it. Windows to your soul, girl, I love the way your eyes get. When I look into them, I fall in a pool of violence. That's just what it's like, I got a jet that you can pilot. When we see each other, always frequent fly mileage. It's always a laugh, she be like, boy, why you so childish? Because the internet, she said, jet be quiet. You know I'm a fool, Paramore, I'm a riot. Like God is to a like God, I'm a lion. You can't make you, we ain't been the best by it. You know what it is, me and Slim, we just vibing.
It's time. Dun, dun, dun. Today's topic is on the table. The glasses are poured, and it's time to spill some truth. This is Pour Truth on She Unfiltered. Whatever you're sipping on, wine, mocktail, tea, juice, matcha, water, go ahead and pour it up. And if you want to see us live in studio, head over to Hits 92.3's YouTube channel, click live, and click on She Unfiltered Radio Show and watch it go down. When you get there, jump in the comments and tell us what's in your glass. And if the topic hits close to home, you already know what to do. Call us up, 404-254-4347. Again, that telephone number. Come on now. Once you fill your glass, write down this number, 404-254-4347. Now go fill the glass, because it's time to spill some truth. All right. We are back. She Unfiltered Radio Show with Kentrell Porch in the building. Hey. All right, so we got to get into our topic of the day. And this one is kind of personal towards me and personal to my friend. And since I can't go off where I want to go off on social media for messing with my friend, I decided, we got our own platform. We're going to bring it to our own platform and we're going to discuss it. So today's conversation is about possible childhood bullies that become adult bullies, and they sit behind the screen on social media and bully folks. Now, they call them the trolls of social media. Personally, for me, the show, of course, we always say there's always a clip that we can take and post on social media, and it's not the whole entire show. Obviously, you can't put the whole 2-hour show in a 15-second clip, 30-second clip. And sometimes you don't get the rest of a conversation, and people will sit up there and judge you. They'll be like, you're broke, you're ugly, you must don't have a man, you're dumb, your nose look like this, your hairline receded. Like, people will go off in the comment section. Right. And you don't know what these people look like. You don't know what these people have going on. Mm-hmm. So I just I don't have tough enough skin to sit there and combat with people or even read. So people don't know. I don't read certain comments. Right. When I start seeing a bunch of negative, I'm not going to delete the post. I'm just not going to read the comments. Right. So I just want to know, where does that come from where people can just go online and just be so... I can't picture myself going online, not liking what somebody says and be like, that's why you're fat. Like, that's just not my character. But I've also never been that type of person. Right. Do you think it makes that person be that type of person to become that person on social media?
I think some of it is who you are. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of times it's people want to be what they see. Mm. So if I may not be as bright of a bubbly or bright as a person as you are, or as charismatic as you are. Mm-hmm. So for me to make myself feel good, I'm going to try to bring you down, or bring that person down to where you are. Personally, I just think when an individual, when you're in the public eye, mm-hmm. You're going to get some type of negative attention or some type of negative comment. Oh yeah. Of course. I think you do have to be thick-skinned to it.
I try, Lord.
It
don't work.
I try to be the person that I even tell my son, and I was telling him, I think the other day, everybody's not going to like you. Two, absolutely. You can't take everything a person says to heart. Mm-hmm. They may be having a day that day. They may have seen something that triggers something. We never know. But for the most part, I just think a lot of times it's the insecurities that the person has, because again, behind these phones and these keyboards, mm-hmm. you the toughest thing walking the face of the earth.
Can't tell them nothing.
But it also goes to what you said. We don't know these people.
Yeah, we don't know, and we don't know what they're going through.
You don't know what they're going through, what they're dealing with, but you also don't know what they look like.
Yeah,
part. That profile pic could be something totally different from that person, and you have to be on point when you're outside. Yep. Because you never know how far a person is willing to take something because of that insecurity. Mm-hmm. And again, you don't know how they may have been bullied as a kid and it carried over into adulthood, or they may not have reached a certain level that they thought they should have, and so they find that's their way of taking it out. Mm.
I had one person one time, he said something about, he posted my picture in this one group that I'm in and was like, that's why you need all these filters. when I say he made my day, because there wasn't a single filter on that picture, there was no makeup, there was no lashes. I said, "Oh, you think my natural face is pretty? Because there's no filter on this."
Right.
He deleted it as fast as he could. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. So people will try to literally bring you down,
right,
for whatever reason, and I just feel like if you're having a bad day, just stay offline. Another thing I don't like too, and I guess it's a personal preference for me. If it's a post that I don't really care too much for it, but I don't agree with it, I'm just gonna scroll past it.
Right.
I don't understand why people just don't scroll past things that are like irrelevant to their life. You have nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but you feel the need to say XYZ. Now, if I say something and you're intrigued by what I said and you disagree, by all means, comment. The ones that just be trolling, like they have no interest in what you're talking about, and they just come on there like, or the ones that just only comment to disagree with what you say, to have something negative to say. Like you never see them come across your profile until they disagree with something that you have going on.
Right.
I just don't understand those people.
You can't. I don't get it neither. Most things I see on social media, most things I see on the news or what have you, typically it doesn't bother me. I'm not affected by it. It doesn't make or break my day. But it's people. People are going to be people.
Yeah.
And it just so, it happened. I think it happened even when we were, kids growing up. It's just that with the advent of these cell phones and just the accessibility and how quick for me to say something. And clearly, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to respond. Because you're in a position to where I can say anything I want to you. If you say something to me or you say the wrong thing to me, I can find a way to, make all these negative statements, comments, posts, or what have you. I can take a screenshot of you and put it somewhere where clearly you were not where the picture says you were. But this is what we did. These are the times we're dealing with, though. Seriously.
You have something to say, Sunshine?
Social media has created a space where there's so many people in the world that got a voice that ain't been punched in the nose.
They ain't been punched in the nose.
Or in the mouth.
Or the mouth.
Right. You ain't in a position where when you say this, you can get punched in the nose.
That's true.
The problem. A lot of y'all folks is, y'all way far away, so you think you safe.
Yeah.
And so you're willing to say just about anything.
Yes.
These are not the same things. And I think for me, that's where I'm at. So a lot of times when I go viral, what I've learned, my viral is never a positive. My viral is always when people have conflicting views upon what I've said.
Okay, yeah,
my
mine too.
virals are always, especially with the type of show that I have, right? So my virals when I have an opinion that's not y'all opinion. I'm up for debate. I enjoy it.
Me too.
That's something. But I can also change my mind. So that's why I think I enjoy debate.
Yep.
But when I've made up my mind, it is what it is, and I'll stand on that because I understand that everybody has their own opinion. Social media does not allow for that. Social media feels as though you have to agree with the masses. And whatever the masses thinks, if you don't agree with that, then they are allowed to disparage you and come up with their own belief system in social media. Because I believe certain things about my kids in school, I've been told that you must be a single mother and don't have no man and you ain't, and the opposite is true. Or now, because I have a certain belief system over anime, I've gone viral on that video. It's hitting. I've got over 800 comments.
Oh wow.
A lot
Interesting.
of them are disparaging because of my views on anime and telling me I'm stupid. The borderline of it is that I'm stupid. Okay, I'm like Kells. I just don't pay attention to it because I can't. It's working. Like it's working.
It needs to do what it's supposed to do.
And anything.
Do that.
And if somebody,
I also know if we were to have a debate in person, and you decided not to stick to the subject, and now you want to talk about my mama and me and my kids,
exactly,
and my face, I would punch you in the nose.
And they wouldn't, but that's the thing, they wouldn't do it. They would watch their mouth. They would watch their mouth if they're in person because they'll think, well, this is kind of rude. I can't say XYZ and blah, blah. It is. It's a whole lot different in person than it is online. But the way of the world online, no matter how we want to spin it, online is real world. It's real life. People like it's not real life. It's just social media. No, social media is real life.
But I think it lets you know that you're doing something right.
That part.
You know, if you ain't got nothing to say, am I doing something right? But when people have something to say, they watching. You doing something right.
Doing something right.
Deep down, they're interested in what you're doing, and they like what you do and what you say.
What you do and what you say.
Yeah.
When kills is copy, I think in the beginning you were offended by it. I think now you understood that to be an influencer, you have to influence.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think that was something she had to realize. I don't want to talk about Karen because she's not here yet.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to save certain things.
Karen has to realize that some of the things that are happening and being done for her is that a hump that she has to get over because of what she's doing. People don't punch down, they punch up.
And that's something I'm coming to that realization.
Really?
Now. Yeah. They punch up.
Right. And so same thing with kids. People don't emulate or imitate things that suck.
They don't.
They only emulate or imitate things that they believe are successful.
I didn't even I know that, but until you literally verbalize that, it's like, duh. That never crossed my mind. Like you can say all the time, like, oh, I know they're copying because I'm doing something good or they want to do what I'm doing. But to hear it out loud is like, it hit me different just now.
Or not only that, if you make things look easy enough,
That's the thing.
people try to copy. I'll give you a prime example for that. I work on a food truck. A lot of times people think I'm the owner because of the way I work.
Yeah,
But-
they do here too.
Right.
And I leave it there.
I'm not the owner. And they're like, why you just don't open your own? Same thing with here. Why you just don't open your own? And I'm like, I don't think you guys understand the intricacies of how difficult this is. She makes this look easy.
Right.
But it's not. The people on this food truck, they make this look easy. But it's not. If I worked at Macy's, you wouldn't walk into Macy's and say, why you don't go on your own Macy's?
Right.
No. You understand how big this is and what it takes to run this. These people, these smaller businesses have found a way to make it look so easy that you think you can do it.
Right.
And then you get into it and you only open for 6 months, not 7 years.
Right.
Because
That
it's
part.
not as easy. It's not what you think this is.
It's
And
a
I'm
lot of
talking
sweat,
to
blood, and
people
tears.
out there who you copy.
That's why I'm trying not to laugh.
Right, because she won't say it, but I will. You copy Kales and you fail because you can't copy.
Right.
You can't just copy. There's a lot that goes in with this.
Right. It is.
It's not cookie cutter. Just because she influenced you doesn't mean that you should have been influenced.
You should have just did your show here like you was doing
Right.
and grew on the platform.
Just because they made it in your size, don't mean you was supposed to wear it.
So I'll say it too. We've had three shows. No, 4. We've had 4 shows that came and did their show, and then they went to open their own radio station. 2 of the 4 are still in existence. One of the 4 came to me before they opened and was like, hey, I want my own radio station. I want my own platform. Can you help me? Guess what? Kels ain't a hater. I helped her. I told her what she needed. I sent her links to the equipment that we use because her whole reason of leaving wasn't because she only wanted her own space. She could no longer afford her platform. And then when she could afford, her spot was taken because at the time we had wait lists to be here. So when she left her show, somebody took her spot. So she was like, okay, I got another job. I'm ready. And any time that we had available was her work schedule. She stood in our lobby and was crying her eyes out because she was like, I don't want to have to leave hits. She went home. She talked it over with her mom. And her mom was like, well, I'll help you open your own platform. She's like, I don't know the first thing about it. So she came to me, asked my opinion on should she do it or not. She had a great show. It was structured. I was like, the way you structure your show, I think you could do your own platform. I don't think hers is still open right now, but the fact that she went about it the way that she did versus somebody else who took my whole agreement, changed my name off it, put their name on it, literally to the T, copied everything. Even the one thing that we do still that I have not seen other radio stations do is do station photo shoots. We all of the shows come together and do photo shoot, like a whole one picture with everybody from the station in there. One of the people that left here and did their own station took that too. Right. I was like, dang, you ain't leave us nothing. But it makes sense if you're doing something that they feel like is working. Yeah. Why not take it? Good. Because something that I'm doing, I didn't make it up. I got it from somebody else. Yeah. So it's just a trickle down effect. But at least I try to put a little sprinkle on it if I take it.
You know, it's like to say imitation is a serious form of flattery, right?
Absolutely.
But again, it's like Sunshine said, when you're doing something right, or when people see what you're doing, yeah, I may think I can do it, but it's like, but isn't it? It's like to say, when you do what you love, it's not work.
Absolutely,
you know, it's not work. So the effort we see you put into everything you do, even when. So I'm one of them guys that if I catch it in time, I'll be on YouTube. I'll be watching. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna watch. But you know, I think a person should know where they can fit in.
Yeah.
In front of the mic may not be the thing. Behind the mic may be. You know, put things together. It's like Sunshine said, where I work, it takes a lot of work in preparation to go into starting something where you're dealing with a person's mental health. Yeah. There's a lot of work, a lot of groundwork, and there's a lot of things that go with it, that comes along with it. When you know what you're doing and you do learn, you know, kind of the ins and outs, the intricacies of things, you take what you do and try to mimic to the degree where everything still stays the same.
Okay.
You know, like I said, take what you do, put a spin on it. You know, I saw this post a couple weeks ago. I liked the post, but I love the name.
Okay.
And I liked what they were, like what I saw and what it stood for.
Okay.
But I didn't want to step on the name. But I will find another avenue to capture the same
and
thing.
That's all it is.
And that's all it. We're doing nothing right now but just repeating what somebody did years ago or decades ago with a modern flair to it. So again, when people take it, or you know, they may take the hairstyles, they may take the clothing, they may take whatever it is. Somebody's looking. It's, you know, real quick. It's kind of like today when I got the phone call, right? Typically, I will have on. I do have something always on that has keep pushing on it for the most part. Okay. But it's raining. I know I gotta do this in preparation for tomorrow. I'm just chilling. Yeah. I'm like, damn, clothes. I want, you know, but
you want to put it on.
Listen, my daddy was like this. When you walk out of the house, you better be right. Even though I feel like I'm okay. I don't know what you're talking about. But you always want to be prepared. And so again, when people are looking, when people are watching, they talking. I can talk mad. You know what behind this computer screen? Yeah. You ain't gonna say what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You like Sunshine said, you gonna say nothing to face. You're a totally different person when we face to face.
Yep. So now I will say, let me add this to context too. I had a conversation with a millionaire. He has a couple of restaurants here in Atlanta, and he literally told me, find somebody that you admire that's doing what you're doing or what you want to do and copy them. He said that as a millionaire. He was like, find a person that you like that's doing what you're doing or want to do and study them. Watch everything they do. The only thing different I would say is to put your own little spin on it, because you'll never be able to do, like, if I love watching this basketball player over here, I watch everything. I watch hours of footage of how they move. I still will never be able to do it like they do it. So instead of messing up every time, let me figure out how I can make mine work for me, but still doing what that person's doing.
You just take the bits and pieces of what they do.
Yep.
And like you said, you add your own flair, add your own flavor to it.
Add your own to it. Make it yours. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and we are talking about childhood potential bullies becoming social media bullies as adults. We are sitting here with Kentrell Porch, and we got Karen Campbell coming up next. She Unfiltered Radio.
Every day is a new choice. We make our beds and we lie in them. Who do you want to lay down with? Choose wisely. Meet you Hit you up on Saturday, Sunday night you calling me over and over and over again, telling me that you're ready to rock me steady, rock steady. I got you so addicted, I should've never let you taste my love, my love. Damn right I wanna see you again, but I'm not ready for no love affair. Still you ask me what is happening, when I told you that my heart wasn't there. I handle business on the weekday, but you can have me on the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you wanna be my weekend lover, it's gonna be hard to leave. Take it from me, from me, from me. Take it from me, from me, from me. If you wanna be my weekend lover, it's gonna be hard to leave. Take it from me, from me, from me. Gonna be hard. Take it from me, from me, from me. Oh. Damn right I wanna see you again, but I'm not ready for no love affair. And still you ask me what is happening, when I told you that my heart wasn't there. I handle business on the weekday, but you can have me on the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you wanna be my weekend lover, it's gonna be hard to wait. Take it from me, baby. Take it from me, take it from me, baby. If you wanna be my weekend lover, it's gonna be hard to leave. Don't wanna leave me alone. From me, from me. Take it from me, from me, from me. Oh.
Hey, the secret's out. Hits 92.3 is now accepting submissions for brand new shows. That's right, you could become a radio personality right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. You don't have experience? That's okay. You don't live in Georgia? That's okay. You don't know what to do now? Now that's not okay. But your girl is here to help you out. Email us today at hits923newshow@gmail.com and tell us about your potential show with Hits. Again, that email address is hits923newshow@gmail.com. Don't be last. The slots are filling fast. All right. We are back. She Unfiltered Radio Show right here on Hits 92.3. And we are talking about bullies. Childhood bullies that possibly became adult social media bullies. We have been sitting here with Kentrell Porch. And we got my girl, Campbell in the building. Hey, Carrie.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing today? Good afternoon. We are live here on Hits 92.3.
Period.
The real definition of internet radio. Yeah.
Somebody got on me really, really bad, right? So they're like, I started following you on social media. I was like, oh, yeah, I saw you. Like, I see you in my stories. I followed you back. It was like, yeah, you on a radio station. And I was like, yeah. He was like, I never knew that until I followed you on social media. Okay. I was like, well, yeah, I post a lot on social media. He said, but there's a lady that always says Hits 92.3 when she comes. You never say it when you're here. He was like, I had to follow you to even know that you had a radio station.
Like, anytime I grab the mic and you're there,
I
represent, like, and to be honest, that's why I try to make it every Thursday to support Kells.
I got it bad.
And I'm here on Thursdays, every Thursday from 2 to 4. So when I'm there and you're there, I want to represent Hits 92.3 as much as I can. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you're there representing you, and you are Hits 92.3. So when I grab the microphone, I make sure that I shout you out
faithfully.
But my point is, I don't even shout out Hits while I'm there, and I need to be.
Yeah,
that's the point. He was like, I hear
Hits.
the other lady always say something about your business. He's like, you never say anything about it. And I was like, you know what? If one more person tells me that, I know. I have to get better at that.
Yeah.
I always try to separate the two for some reason. But no. We just had a conversation this morning, Sunshine, that it all is one entity, one brand, one band, one sound.
I feel as though you need to have the banner.
Oh yeah, I'm taking it tonight.
Yeah, every time you get
it's been in my trunk.
I feel like the Hits 92.3 banner needs to be there because when I'm anywhere that banner says Hits 92.3, Karen the Connector, and Women of Douglasville. Because here I am, I'm all three.
She ain't the only one though, because I'm feeling like, man, maybe I be slacking.
I'm slacking so bad. Did you even know I had a radio station?
So Kale, you don't ever promote the station when you're doing your hosting things.
No.
I think maybe you should start.
Yeah,
you should.
I'm horrible at it.
Should be a lot out there.
And when I'm here, I barely say what I do outside of here. I always, wherever I'm at, whatever hat I have on, I don't interchange the hats when I need to put. Look, I might have put. What'd you say? Put the flowers on the hat.
Put a jacket on.
Put a jacket.
Yeah, put a jacket.
Put the hat and the jacket.
Yeah, definitely, because it all
and the t-shirt.
Yeah, because even when I'm on here, I'm talking about Women of Douglasville.
That's very
true.
And
I'm talking about all the things that I'm doing in the community. So definitely, I think you should do the same.
Yeah. So that's my bad.
Yeah.
All right. So the topic of the day, me and Kentrell was pretty much, and Sunshine, we were pretty much saying that people, they don't have anything better to do but to sit there and talk about people online. I was saying how I don't have the skin to take more than 10 bad compliments back to back. I can read 10. Now we get to 11, it's like, ooh, I'm starting to sweat a little bit.
Yeah.
Give me 50. I know I'm ugly, and I'm going to go to the mirror like, are you ugly?
Girl, and you know
it's bad when you got 200 people saying you probably don't even have a job, and you're like, do I have a job? Girl, you own a business, and you still thinking like, am I broke?
Streams of income.
It'll really make you question yourself. And so I had to stop reading.
Right, and I agree. And you don't even understand how many times I've questioned myself in the last, I want to say year now. It's been a year since I went through a major internet.
Can we talk about this? Is why. So I've been wanting to have this conversation for a while now, and I think that one set me over the top.
This last one?
This last one set me over the top.
I don't even know. This last one wasn't nothing compared to the last one.
Well, it's only because you won't let me go off like I want to in Women of Douglasville group. So this last one sent me over the top because it's in another group. Right. Now y'all taking it to somebody else's house and talk about her while she ain't sitting here. Say it to her face. That's why I feel like that.
Right.
You have your opinion. Make your opinions in my face, which would be Women of Douglasville. You take your opinion of one group and move it to another group. Now you talk about my friend behind her back.
Now, okay, and that's what happened the first time. So
yeah, I want you to talk about it.
To give some context, hello. My name is Karen Campbell. I am the founder of the Women of Douglasville, a group that is we're at about maybe 200 away from 60,000 women. Okay?
I think we're already at 60.
We're almost there.
Almost.
And we don't have celebration. Anyways,
okay.
So, about a year ago, and it was maybe like well over a year before that, I knew a woman had took my logo and started a new group, but it was only a couple hundred people in there. No big deal. Wow. And then it came to my attention. Somebody was looking for me and they were like, what group is this? Where's Karen? La, la, la. So I was like, you know what? Let me make an announcement. This is not my group. This is a fake group. This is a, imposter group, whatever. Oh my God. It like lit a fire in these women who started this group, and it became like a Karen hate group for well over a month. I had to get a lawyer. I had to do a cease and desist, all the things, and it tore me down.
Before you go any further, let me add to that too. They didn't just take the logo; they took the name.
Yeah. And
imagine if anybody's in a Facebook group, it's a bunch of different people posting a bunch of different stuff. It could be maybe 30 posts you see in a group. Right. Imagine every single post is about Karen and how much they hate her, how much they hate the group.
What I look like, my address.
They put her address out.
The fact that they don't see my ex-husband's car in the driveway. It was a lot I had to deal with. And so I'm going through a divorce. My dog just died.
Oh, yeah, all of that.
And then I get cyberbullied at the same time. So it kind of knocked me down. I remember feeling like I was literally like passing out. Like I was like in moments. I remember getting my nails done, and I was like, the man was like, water. I was like, water. Now, help, please, because it was like they was tagging the news stations, and like it was like crazy. They the thing about the internet bullying thing is people create their narrative about you. They create this narrative about who they think you are.
That part.
Right?
Yeah.
They've never met you. They've never talked to you. They see you on social media. They see you doing all these different things. And then they create this narrative about you from what they see or what they think or what they feel. So, like you said, it's one thing. I'm used to one person saying something.
Yeah.
My inbox, somebody just called me 2 days ago. Went in my inbox. Yeah, you're this, you're that. Okay, I can get that one person. But when you have 20, 30 women at the same time, calling you names, talking about you and telling, just calling you a racist, all these things. I mean, this woman posted publicly that I was a part of the corruptness in the Douglas. I am silently.
Now keep in mind, this is a white lady too.
I am silently supporting.
I saw that one.
Yeah, I am silent. Karen is silently supporting the corruptness and what? I feel like all I know is going on in my district. I love the mayor. I love, I honestly support anybody who's in public office. Mm-hmm. If we elected you, I support you. Right. I don't do that political rhetoric. So recently, someone wanted to post about something going on right now, and it's a real investigation now, as of a couple days ago. Okay. She wanted to post about it, but at the time, I don't know nothing about this. All I know is what you found out. You want to post about it. I don't know you. There's 60,000 women in the group. I can't just approve these, allegations and political rhetoric, and you're calling names. I was like, so it became this backlash of that. I don't want to support. No, I support my community. I love Douglasville. I love Douglas County. That's where I live. That's where my kids go to school. And that's where I strive at. Yeah. But I can't, political posts, period, I don't allow. But when it becomes election time and you want to talk about your campaign and you're running locally, I allow those things. But that backlash, that back and forth stuff, I never have allowed it before, so why would you think I would allow now? Right. And of
so
course,
that one was political. The one that was
this last one, she was talking
the investigation one.
Yeah, she was talking about the coroner's office, and I don't know the coroner. I don't know nothing going on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't.
So you want to make sure it's facts before you allow it to go.
Not even facts. My thing is, I want women. I want that platform to be like neutral. Like, we can get the political stuff.
I get what you're saying.
Not only that, we can get the political stuff everywhere else. Mm-hmm. We see it on the news. We see it on Facebook. We see it on TikTok. We see it in all these other groups. But I just want the platform that I manage to be a place where we could just come, ask questions, talk about what's going on in our real lives and locally. Of course, I want people to be informed about who's running for office in our county. Yeah, I do. Yeah. But I don't want that whole political rhetoric and that whole, back and forth Republican, Democrat. Yeah. I don't want it there because I understand everybody's views, to be honest. I do. Do I agree with everything? No. But I don't want that to be the platform for you to go back and forth about those kind of things.
Right. That would go all day.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some of the things that I saw in there that I kept addressing that I want you to address from Karen Campbell herself for Women of Douglasville Group. There are a lot of people that complain that their posts do not get through. And that's why they say your favoritism or your racist or, she only supports certain people. Can you explain or touch on that?
And I'll give you a prime example yesterday. A girl, I'm not mentioning any names. Hello. A young girl, college graduate. She's just striving out. She wanted to do a bartering thing in the group. Okay. A lot of people like to barter. I do hair. You do nails. Can you do my nails? Right. Okay. So when that happens, you may say, okay, I do hair and I want somebody to do my nails, but you messed up my nails. You messed up my hair. Now you want to come to me and want me to navigate this whole thing. Can you tell her to give me back? Or she owe me money now. And so now here I am on Facebook Messenger trying to manage a whole bartering situation that I have nothing to do with. So When she asked, we declined.
That makes sense. See,
right.
This is stuff we don't know.
That's something you don't know. So she wanted to barter with someone, and I declined. And her mother, who was a longtime member, inboxed me and said, hey, my daughter wanted to barter with someone, and she does beautiful hair, and she needs her AC fixed, and she wanted to know if maybe there was somebody else or something in her car fixed. I'm not sure. Want somebody else could come fix it. Maybe their daughter needs their hair done or something, and she could do their hair in lieu of them fixing this thing in her car.
Okay.
So in honor, because she's been a member since 2000, whatever, I said, you know what? Since you're backing your daughter up, I'm going to go ahead and approve her post. But I don't know unless you inbox me and say, hey, this is what it is. I can't.
You're not going to know.
Right. I'm not going to know. There's 60,000 women. So you may say you do hair, but you might not do hair. You may just do hair on the side. You may just start freaking
started yesterday.
Right. And now you want to barter with somebody who does nails. She going to do your nails. She could do all the bling. And then here you are doing plaits in her hair. And now she mad. And then y'all calling me. And then here I'm spending hours on hours trying to navigate. And so that's why that post
makes sense.
Wasn't approved. So, or maybe, some people don't even understand the affiliate program.
Explain that.
Okay, so we have an affiliate program. So when you become an affiliate, you can post your business. You can post your husband's business. You can post your other business. And as long as it's your business in your household, you can post that and advertise and do all and collect all of your potential customers, all the things. If you're not an affiliate, it's going to get denied. Now, what I do approve most times, if you just join a group and you're, hey, I'm new to Douglasville, I do hair. I'm new here and I'm trying to start out, approve. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Like, I'm not like, oh, no, she's going to have to introduce herself. No, I don't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, and if that's the case, inbox me. If you were trying to do that and it got denied, inbox me, because sometimes it's wording. Sometimes it's like, and then we don't approve GoFundMes. If you're asking,
everybody would be posting.
Right. Imagine if I approved every GoFundMe for 60,000 women. Imagine if every GoFundMe got approved. Now, if you've been a member since 2000, the group's been 2000 since 2014.
Okay.
A longtime member, your house burned down. Oh yeah, we're supporting that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're supporting that. Whatever we need to do to support that. Yeah. But if you just join, and of course, when they post like that, I go look. Or sometimes they want to do a GoFundMe for their uncle that lives in Wisconsin, and they're sharing into the group, and then they get mad it's not approved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a lot.
It's a lot. So when you have that many women trying, and then sometimes as soon as I approve one thing, I lost my wallet in the mall and my son only had $100 and it's Christmas time. Approved. Next thing I know, 8, 9, my son lost his wallet.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, everybody's son lost their wallet. You know what I'm saying? And who am I to think they're lying?
Yeah, you're right. You don't know.
So then I have to make an executive decision to not approve because it starts a whole rolling thing. And to be honest, I did not know I would hold this kind of weight at all.
Girl. Yeah, and then I got something too.
Yeah, I also want to address the fact that in that subgroup or thing, because I saw it and I was watching and it took everything in my power not to say nothing. And I just want to say, Karen, I love you so much.
I love you too, Sunshine.
And the only reason why I didn't get in each and every last comment is because I know I could see your face and you'd be like, oh, Sunshine, why did you do that? Like,
honestly, it was some people who did that, and I was like, that's my girl.
And that's the only, because I was like, oh,
I'm telling us where I'm going to be at on Thursday. They got a problem with what I said.
I promise you, I was put in that group, or however I saw that comment, it was when it first started, when the threads first started. And one of the things that a lot of people kept saying that I want you to address is that, well, she's making money off of this group.
That's what I wanted to address.
The affiliate program, this, that, and the third. I really would like you to address to people why you should make money off of this. Not just that you are, because that's nobody's business to count your pockets. That's some lame stuff, and that's punching up, right? But why you are charging what you're charging and why you're charging it and what you're offering to people, because know, for the people who are saying it's a scam, they don't see the benefit in it.
All right.
Let me say that before you even answer that. And everything that I've known about you since I've gotten to know you. When I kind of first started hanging out in Douglasville, I would see Karen around.
I met him at the center.
At the center, at the One Life Family Center.
Okay.
But I would see Karen out. You know, we probably had one or two just quick passing by conversations. Yeah. But everything that I've seen or I saw before I got to know you, nothing has changed. It's always been positive, always been encouraging. Anything that I've seen somebody need some help, you've done it. And I will skim through the page. You know, when I see it, I see it. Yeah. But it is always nothing but something that's positive. It's something that's going on within the city. It may be outside of the city. It may be something that somebody is doing. I've never seen anything malicious, negative come from you. I can appreciate that about you. But again, but it goes back to those comments and what people say. If I don't know you directly, we ain't cool. They start to believe. Then go there, you know where. Yeah. Because what you do, there's value to it. Yeah. And I'm getting into a little bit of why you have to charge for it. But when you have value, we pay for everything else. And God knows if we went to Fox, CNN, or what have you, and we trying to get a spot for something that we're doing. One spot. Astronomical. But I see what you're doing and the impact and the reach that you have. And I think that's what a lot of people underestimate. That is a reach. You're talking about 60,000 women. That means there are 60,000 friends to 60,000 women that when something goes out or you put something out, you got 20,000 people looking. Those 60,000 friends have numerous amounts of friends. So the reach that you have, it comes with a lot of power, but it also comes with a lot of humility that you have to have to not address a person that way. And you have to have your checks and balances because if you post one thing, it's the Wild Wild West. Wow. And that's your name, that's your brand, and that's your character that someone will put into question when it doesn't have to be.
Right. And so thank you, KP, for that. I appreciate you. And I feel the same way about you.
Thank you, ma'am.
But I will say that with the affiliate program, so there was a time when the affiliate program wasn't even a thing. It was there, but it wasn't a thing. I would let people post for free on Wednesdays and all the things. And I found myself, putting out fires every day for people who were getting scammed, not getting what they needed, not getting what they were promised, what they paid for. And this went on for a long time. I want to say like 2 years. And it wasn't until my cousin, Ron Thomas, AKA Bam. If you know me, you know my cousin. Hey, Bam. Hey. He was like, Karen, what's going on here? I was like, he came to a Christmas party. He saw all those people. He was like, no. He was like, it was at Gabe's front. It was standing room only. He flew down here just to go to this Christmas party. He was like, Karen, all I'm seeing is we need to make some moves right now. So in that time period, I created the shout out to Diane Daniel. She came up to the office where I was working for my cousin Bam, and she was like, you need an affiliate program. And so with that, with the affiliate program, so I was managing Women of Douglasville day and night, and I still do. Like literally my phone is always in my hand. Before I go to sleep, every hour I'm clearing posts, all the things. And then on top of that, now I'm putting out these fires that I'm not even getting paid for. Right? All day long, like all this, scammers, all these things. And the affiliate program was already in place, but the affiliate program is beneficial to the affiliate because now you have, I'll just say, a lawn care business. You got a lawn care business. It's lawn care season. Everybody want their lawn cut. I need my lawn cut today. Me too. Okay. And now you live in Douglasville. You are posting in a group where there's almost 60,000 members, right? And all these 60,000 members, they live in Douglasville, Lithia Springs. They live in Dallas. They live in South Fulton. They live in Atlanta. They live in Hiram. And this is your service group right here. Yep. So now you're in front of all the people in the place that you service right here in this centralized area. Not only that, you have a business director, Women of Douglasville, businessdirectory.com. Okay. And this, I'll see the analytics. They're going to this directory looking for people that live in Douglasville to utilize whatever they're doing, carpet cleaning, plumbing, all the things. So you get a business directory and you get access. You have free access. So now you're posting in the group without approval. So I'm not approving it. You could post your ads, all the things. Your husband got a business. You have a consulting business. You do photography for $49, right? And so I have to manage this group. I have to make sure that the scammers are out. I have to prove all these other posts from all these other people. Make sure we're not going into battle about politics. Making sure people ain't twerking on the page. Making sure there's no like vulgar activity. So I was doing this almost every waking hour. So now it's almost like, now I have a little team and I'm able to manage the group properly so you can advertise your business and get the customers you need and that you want and attract the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's really the affiliate program. It's not a scam at all. And if it was a scam, they wouldn't be paying $49 a month. I promise you, people are getting booked and busy. They're retiring their husbands. They are selling out. You know what I'm saying? Every day. And I can attest that. I was like, it was a point to where when I really wasn't pushing the affiliate program, I was walking into Walmart, checking my bank account, making sure I had enough money to buy groceries. You know what I mean? And sometimes I still have to do that. Okay. And I'm like, dang. And then I go to the group. I'm booked and busy. I just retired my husband. And I'm like, I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong here. Like, golly. I mean, not that I'm jealous or anything. Like, there must be if I'm helping all these other people make money, then I need to be kind of compensated for that.
Absolutely.
And if you want to advertise to 60,000 people in the service area that you're in, like this ain't like Google or anything like that. Like this is
right here in your backyard.
Like right here in your backyard. $49 is a drop in the bucket, especially for my nail techs, my hairstylist. Like I'll pay well over $49 to get my hair done. Yeah. So just imagine paying $49 and you getting 20 new clients every month.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And I want to talk on that too. Because I'm an affiliate in Women of Douglasville group. And I have gotten so much business straight. Like at one point, I wasn't even posting anywhere else. I wasn't even really posting on my personal page. I would go straight to Women of Douglasville group.
Yeah.
And because I'm able to post when I want to, I post a lot. And I post a lot on purpose because there's other affiliates. So your post is going to go to the bottom at some point.
Right.
If you consistently post, your posts are going to get seen. So a lot of people know who I am. One, because I host in Douglasville, but being able to post that I host in Douglasville gets me more jobs of hosting in Douglasville. Yeah. The other thing I want to address is it doesn't make sense for someone to want to come on your platform to sell something for free.
Right.
Money, you have to spend money to make money. True. So if it costs you $50 a month to post your business every single day to get one client and you do hair and you might charge $150, you've already made your $50 back. Like when people ask, I want to come on your show, and I tell them the fee, they're like, oh, I didn't know it cost. So you want me to leave my house? Ooh. You want me to have to pay the engineer? You want me to have to run all this equipment
and interview you
for free? What do I get from that? That's why I charge. You're not going to come on this platform to sell something and expect to do it for free. So if I charge you a fee and you know that your product is good, you shouldn't have a problem paying that because you're going to make more when you promote your product.
Like, golly.
Yeah, so that's why I always go to people when they're like, I don't want to pay to make a post. I don't want to pay. I'm trying to just promote my business. I'm trying to get out there. Then spend the money. Yeah. You can post every single day. She's not saying it's $50 a post. She's saying it's $50 a month to post 20 times if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're going to imagine posting 4 times a day and you get one client. Post 4 times tomorrow and then tomorrow after that. And then the day after that.
And you have to do the work. You have to make sure you have quality content. I tell people before and afters are good. I love looking at pictures of food. I love looking at pictures of and videos of people cooking their food and at the restaurant or getting served. I like it. You know what I mean? So, and that too, like my affiliates have access to me. When somebody inboxes me about a problem, and I advocate for them. Mm-hmm. Like, so say you're my affiliate and you have a misunderstanding with the customer. It was maybe you were sick that day or you didn't get back to them in time. I'll say, listen, let me contact Kels.
Okay.
Let me talk to her. She's been a long time affiliate. She's an affiliate. And she serves a lot of people in this group. Mm-hmm. I'll call her and see what's going on. Hey, Susie, listen, Kels is out of town. Her family member is sick. That's why you haven't heard from her. But as soon as she gets in town, she's gonna contact you. I do this.
That costs money.
I do this every day for $49. I do this every day. I really wish somebody, the preachers, I wish somebody would say something. I do this every day. Like, you don't understand how many like miscommunications happen, or I think she scammed me. She's not calling me back. No, she got in a car accident yesterday. You know what I mean? You're not getting scammed. Yeah. She's had a good track record with all the people in WOD, and she's been an affiliate for 3 years. This is the first time I've heard this. Calm down. I'm gonna call her and see what's going on. Karen, I got in a car accident yesterday, or my daughter's in the hospital. And listen, hey, and I will go back to that customer and be like, this is what's going on. Just give her some time. She's gonna get to you, and she'll make sure it's there on time, whatever it is. Yeah. Or she's gonna make it right. Or even when people get their hair done, and even my daughter, like she has clients that have trouble, stuff with her. I said, oh, Cece, call the client. Yeah. Communicate. You know what I'm saying? But if I have to be a moderator, or if I have to advocate for my affiliates, I do. You pay me $49 a month. I value that $49 a month. Yeah. You know what I mean? Even though I put it towards a lot of things, there's a lot of things I have to pay for: the website, events, like all the things I do. Just my time. God. The time. I got 3 kids, y'all.
Time is top tier. I don't even care about all the other stuff.
I got 3 children. I got a 25-year-old about to be 25. I got a girl about to celebrate her sweet 16, and I have a 14-year-old son who is throwing me through the loop. You hear me? And so, for me to take out my time and to be on the phone, sure.
It's a full-time job.
That's it. Like, and I do this. I don't, sometimes, my ex used to be like, you need to cut it off at 5 o'clock. You don't need to talk to nobody after 5 o'clock. And I would be like, yeah, I'm just doing that. It's hard to, when somebody has a problem at 8 o'clock, I have to address it. If something's going on at midnight, like I have to address it. And when something big is going on in Douglasville, I'm alert. When a child gets killed, or when something happens at the schools, I'm on it. And honestly, that is the stuff that has grown the group. Yeah. Is when people were looking for information and resources, and when the pandemic hit and everybody was looking how to set up their house like a classroom, and what to do with their kids, and what was going on, and where was the toilet paper and diapers and formula. Yeah. Women of Douglasville was a platform where everybody went to find those things. So I have to make sure that the group stays, the same way. I want the group to be a resource for everyone, whether you're young, old, black, white, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I love it. I still love women of Douglasville.
But going back to the bullying thing, the topic of the conversation. One thing that I will say is, and the topic of the show is, does the childhood bullies become the adulthood internet bullies? And I will say wholeheartedly, yes.
I think so too, Karen.
Because I see even people I went to school with that I felt they were kind of bullyish or whatever. Now they're the people who post negative stuff. And if I'm like, you ever see people on Facebook, they hating on me? Everybody hate. Every month?
Everybody hate.
Every month somebody. And then they post, oh yeah, da 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 da. Or
that's why I don't deal with my family.
Yeah,
your family too.
Golly, them too. Your friends, your family.
Don't nobody.
Nobody like
yeah,
that.
I'm like, wow,
like
nobody. And sometimes I think about that when people are looking for help, and because when people are looking for help, I have a heart for that, because I was in a place to where, I was a single mother on food stamps and all the things, and it was just me and Cece, and I needed help, but. Okay, but I never had to go to like social media. You know what I mean? So I had a family, I have friends. Yeah. Can I get $20 till tomorrow? Yeah. You know what I mean? I never saw so many women needing so much help. And sometimes I'll be like, okay, what happened? Where's your family at? And some people just don't have nobody. Some people just don't have nobody. But some people have burned so many bridges.
That part.
They have burned so many bridges that they have to go to social media because I need to find somebody who don't. Ain't nobody left.
Right.
But I will say some people just don't have nobody, and those are the people I have compassion for.
Yeah.
They grew up in foster care, and their mama left them, or everybody died, and and now they're just out here in Atlanta by themselves just to find their way. Sometimes I have to ask questions, you know what I mean? So sometimes if you really need help, you just inbox me and we'll figure it out. But at the same time, with the media, the social media bullies, I believe definitely were those bullies who were making fun of people or trying to like put themselves, compare themselves to other people and hating on people. Definitely. Like recently, I'm gonna talk about this too. So New Manchester had their prom.
Okay.
And of course, who don't want to show off? You done spend all this money on the prom and your daughter looking like 10 and all the things.
Looking like the birthday.
Hello. The birthday.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it after. I just learned what that means. You the
I think
ish.
I heard that.
You the ish. You the birthday. That means you the ish.
Oh.
Golly.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that later.
2026.
So anyway, she posted her daughter in the group. And of course the dress was revealing, something that I may not have chose, but she was beautiful. Beautiful. And they went in on her. And my thing is, like, if you post your child on social media because you're proud of her, you believe your daughter's beautiful and you want to show her off to everybody else. Who am I? Who am I to tell you what I think of your daughter? Golly, I was thrown back at how many people wanted to comment, and I get it. And like, I want to say, I think Sunshine said it on the way here, or no, somebody else said it. I don't know who said it, but when you put yourself out there, you're putting yourself out in the public eye to get the comments that you expect. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then again, you are putting yourself out there for other people's opinions as well, and everybody has their own opinion, but sometimes it's good to just scroll on by.
That was me that said that. Sometimes if it's unrelated to you and you don't really care too much about it,
or you think negatively about it, sometimes I see stuff I'll be like,
and
that's crazy.
Just keep going.
That's crazy. I'm gonna scroll on past this because I would have never said that on social
But
media.
everybody doesn't have that filter, that switch.
Yeah, they don't. They don't.
Their character is not that
online
great.
at that part. They don't have that switch online.
You don't, but it's like one thing, even when they're doing that, have some self-control. Like a child should always be off limits.
Yeah.
Never say anything about a child. But then again, you have to look at the person. Kind of like how you said, you don't know what a person has gone through.
Woo.
We really probably don't know what that person who commented experienced when they were in that person they're commenting on's position, in that space. Probably couldn't afford to go to the prom. Probably couldn't afford the dress, probably couldn't afford the shoes, the limo, especially everything we see now involved with a prom.
Right.
It's over the top. It's like it's way over the top.
I thought I was doing the most.
But and so when they do it, I'm projecting my inner child.
Right.
It's like I'll tell my clients a lot of times, we're nothing but adult children, because when we don't deal with certain things, or we don't talk about certain things, we project them. And when you project them on a child, celebrating, this is whether it's senior prom or junior prom, this is a moment in that child's life that you don't get that moment back. And God forbid, what if that child saw what was said?
That's what I hope.
Like imagine what the parents
that child did, because my daughter, and the only reason why I'm addressing it is because my daughter came home on Monday and asked me about it. And by that time,
she saw it.
And no, she didn't see it. The kids were telling her. Of course, they know who her mama is. And they know who her mama is. And I said, Alana, the post got deleted. And then I went back and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna repost. I'm gonna, put that post back up. And then I looked at the comments and I said, you know what? I'm not putting it back up because she may see it. Yeah, and she may see it. And honestly, it just was too much. But I just want to say that sometimes you just need to scroll. I get it. We all have our own opinion, and we have that right to voice our opinion, especially on platforms, public platforms, and all things. Yeah. But just think about what you're doing and what you're saying when you say things on social media. And even in my case, nobody knew I was going through a divorce. Some people didn't even know I was married at the time. And so that whole social media, it was a whole bullying thing because they were trying to tear me down in every which way. They were calling me a fat pig. I mean, from the way I looked to how I managed a group to my, whether I was a Republican or a Democrat. I mean, it was everything you could think of. And it really knocked me down at the time. It was like the icing on the cake to be like, let's get her down. Yeah. And I was kind of knocked down. I ain't gonna lie, for about 2 or 3 weeks, I don't even know what to tell you I did in those 3 weeks.
All right, I know. I was going to stop you right there because we're going to take a quick break because I do want to talk to Kentrell, like the mental state of something like that and how to overcome it. So we're going to take a quick break and then we'll be right back. She Unfiltered Radio.
That's a lot.
We'll be right back, y'all.
Look, I wanna be in your skin. Yeah, I'm attached by them clingy and shit, just the way you like it. I don't need no space, I put it all in your face, just the way you like it. Sun on my shadow street, coming at the same time. Ooh, I don't need the world, hell no, just you and me. I wanna be in your skin, I feel heaven within, every step, every spin. I wanna be in your skin, your breath, your touch, I wanna be in your skin, feel the world from within. We chase the cold, but it's the still. Waiting no time with you, under the covers. Every time you kiss me, I'm out. Get lose track of time. We so alive, feel the sun on my shadow street, coming at the same time. Ooh, I don't need the world, hell no, just you and me. I wanna be in your skin, I feel heaven within, every step, every spin. I wanna be in your skin, your breath, your touch. I wanna be in your skin, feel the world from within. I wanna be in your skin. You don't need no words to speak to me. Your touch feel like poetry. Every time you touch my body, I get healing. Your touch, I wanna be in your skin, feel the world from within. You don't need no words to speak to me. Your body feel like poetry. Every time you touch me, I wanna be in your skin.
Hey, the secret's out. Hits 92.3 is now accepting submissions for brand new shows. That's right, you could become a radio personality right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. You don't have experience? That's okay. You don't live in Georgia? That's okay. You don't know what to do now? Now that's not okay. But your girl is here to help you out. Email us today at hits923newshow@gmail.com and tell us about your potential show with Hits. Again, that email address is hits923newshow@gmail.com. Don't be last. The slots are filling fast. We are back. She Unfiltered Radio Show, and we are here with my girl Karen Campbell and Kentrell Porch, and we are talking about childhood bullies that potentially become adult social media bullies. And I don't know if you agree. Karen, I said we agree 1,000% that these childhood bullies became the social media bullies. I didn't get your answer on what you think.
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. I think it all depends on the person, because you don't know what a young person is dealing with.
Okay.
Man, quick little story. I never forget a guy that I was in high school at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But gangs were the thing to do and be. But good kid, came from a good home, military home, biracial home, and I'll never forget the day I saw him walk him in the bathroom. Next thing you know, he walked out of the game. So you never know what a person is going through, even as a child. Because again, like I said, I tell my clients, we are grown children. If we haven't addressed whatever the issue is, my dad died when I was 13. I was probably 35 when it dawned on me that I probably never grieved my daddy dying, probably because my actions, how I would react to certain things, like playing basketball or playing a video game. Oh my God, it'd be terrible. You think I was a little white kid, so I'm acting a fool. But I was 35 because the adults in my life, my grandmama, my granddaddy, my mama, my auntie, that wasn't a thing of this mental health thing that we talk about now. It wasn't a prevalent thing back then. So it's you're in the South, you black, you're a Baptist, you pray, live your life right, you'll see them again one day. We don't go past those. We don't go past that. So a lot of times, when that person is, they're behind the screen, they may have gotten picked on. They may be dealing with some type of home situation, maybe an unstable home. The lights might not be on, food might not be in the refrigerator. So we never know. Can they be an adult bully? Yes, they can. Can they grow up and grow out of that? Yes, they can. Can you really probably delve into it as an adult? Because maybe I hit a hard time and now I see what you're doing and I want that for myself, but I can't do it. I don't have the confidence enough. I don't have the confidence in myself to do it. So I'm going to pick on Karen. I'm going to talk about Karen. I'm going to talk about Kale. You know what I'm saying? I want what you have, but I don't know how to go about getting it. So vice versa. I may not be, my pride won't let me come to you and say, hey, Karen, hey, Kale, how can I do what you're doing? How can you help me?
And some people have done that to me, and I've helped them.
You do, because that your genuine nature, your character is to help. It's kind of like we talked about giving the money. One thing, one of the deacons at my church, he would say from time to time, you have to have discernment. This is where my church is located. We have a lot of people who walk around asking for this, asking for that. But he said, because you can't give to everybody. But he always said, you ask the Lord for discernment. If you tell you to give, you give. If not, you move on. Nothing wrong with that. But we have to look at that. Like we can say that now as a grown adults.
Right.
Like looking back, maybe it was something going on but at some point you got to grow up.
Take accountability.
High school, junior high school, middle school, whatever was high school, junior high school, middle school. I'm a full grown adult.
Yeah.
I can't be treating people like that. I can't be talking about people like for what? But again, how it's received. Like I was telling Kels earlier, a lot of things I see social media, on the news, it typically doesn't bother me. Like I said, I kind of let it rolls off. What are you gonna do? Because if I respond in a way, then I'm in the position now where I may have to defend myself legally.
Right.
Financially, I gotta defend myself. Like you just said, is it worth going to jail?
Is it worth going to jail?
Are you that important to me and what you said to throw me off my day? Catch me in the right time of day, maybe. But for the most part, say what you're gonna say. Yeah. But again, it's two sides. There's the person that's typing it and saying it. There's the person that's receiving it. That could have triggered something in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And caused a whole snap. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Then again, who's the one paying for it? We are.
Right.
As the person in the position that we've been blessed to be.
Sucks.
It sucks.
You just have to take it and you don't deserve it.
It's like heavy is the head that wears the crown, right? With that responsibility. It comes with a lot of responsibility. When you out and about and people see you every day on social media, at karaoke, or you're out doing this, you out to eat. A lot of people don't like that. People don't like that. And it's not you, it's them. Or it's not, you know what I'm saying?
So that's the way. Because before we went to break, I wanted to know the person that has to receive it. how do they handle that without exploding? That is a way. What you just said. Rule number one.
But you have to know who you are.
Yeah.
You have to be very confident in who
Yes,
you are
do.
and what you do. When I know what I'm doing is something for the people, because ultimately at the end of the day, what we do individually, collectively, at the end of the day, there are people involved,
Right?
and a lot of times people are in need. So yeah, I have to be confident knowing that who I am. I'm Kentrell. I'm a kid from Alabama, from Phoenix City, Alabama, here in Atlanta. I've been blessed to do certain things. A lot of these things I didn't think I would ever do anything like this and being, so to say, in a public eye, so to speak.
Right.
So, a lot of times, like I said, people, I may see something, you can say something, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Hell, I don't
Because
go
you
home.
want to be where I'm at.
I don't come home to you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't.
You're not paying my bills.
That part.
And you're not paying me for anything.
Anything. So, but say what you got to say. Like you said, thankfully in this country, to a degree, we're still able to say what we want to say because of freedom of speech.
Yeah.
I can't stop you from saying what you want to say. I can't stop you from feeling how you want to feel.
Right.
Get it off your chest. I hope you feel better. But
I
just
hope you feel better.
But just know you don't affect my day. You don't
Yes.
affect my day-to-day
Household,
routine.
My bank
Not,
account.
hey, but again, I may be your vent session for the day.
Oh,
Go
that
ahead.
part.
Knock yourself out.
Yeah.
Feel better. Because like 9-10 times out of 10, if you come from behind the screen, your attitude and your energy is gonna be different. Karen, what's up? How you doing? Kale, how you doing? What we doing? That's what we're gonna be. So, but again, I think we, as the person who is on the other side of the comment, know who you are. Be confident in who you are. And if what you read affects you, it's time to take a step back. Take a look at where you are in the moment. Because a lot of times it's just like somebody can say something to you, go off the rails. So we have to take that time to, process what somebody said, or
Right.
process what I'm reading before I, like Hermit was the football coach. You see him on ESPN a lot, coach for the Chiefs and the Jets. He was famous for saying, "Don't press send," because just to show if we respond,
that was his thing. Don't press send. Mine is, what would Beyonce do? Because Beyonce don't respond to anything.
Anything.
My thing is,
Why
what
should
would
you?
Beyonce do? What would Beyonce say?
please.
And I'd be like, you know what? Be like Beyonce. Don't
Be
even.
like that.
The way people hate this woman who's done nothing to nobody. She don't say nothing. I'm like, how? I know she be punching holes. I bet she got a room. She got a scream room at home. She got
Probably.
to.
Again,
Because there's no way you can go through life and not respond to a single thing.
but with success comes that. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
Whatever level it is,
We
it comes
successful,
with it.
guys.
You're
That's
successful.
why we're getting talked about.
That's why you're getting
Cheers.
talked about. If they didn't talk about you, we're not doing something right.
Yeah. And I like when you said, so this girl, Katrina, she would be like, what? She don't even know that I have taken that from her. Somebody said something to me one day and I wasn't online. I didn't catch it. So when I came back online, I was reading people going at people for me. And this one girl, Katrina, said to somebody, she was like, well, how do you feel now that you got that off your chest? I said, I'm about to start using that. She was like, do you feel better?
Get it off.
Yeah, because I bet they felt stupid after that. What do you say when somebody was, you fat pig, and then you go in there and be like, you feel better now? How'd that make you feel now that you got that off your chest?
Golly, I'm gonna start using it.
Yeah.
Because usually I don't say nothing at all, but now I'm like, all right,
you feel better?
Do you feel better now?
But seriously, we're not gonna just take it. We internal, because we can't internalize that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody called me an oxtail. This girl called me an oxtail.
And how did that make you feel when she called you an oxtail?
I was actually like, I like oxtails.
They good. You should have said that.
Somebody said something about the bags under my eyes the other day. He was like, I know you ain't talking with all them bags under your eyes. I could recommend a cream. I said, can you please? I said, go fetch me a picture of the cream so I can get the exact kind.
Hello.
Feed it
That
into
I said,
from a positive.
fetch me a picture of the cream so I get the exact one that you're telling me to get.
That part.
He didn't come back.
Girl, like a couple years ago, this girl, I'm gonna tell you the oxtail situation.
And then we got to close out.
We are?
Yeah, look, right.
I feel like I just got here. Girl, this girl, I ain't gonna mention her name.
Uh-huh.
But if I say it, you would know.
Okay.
Anyways, I saw her at a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, I've never met her in person before, but this happens all the time.
Okay.
And me personally, I love the gas station. I'm not gonna say which gas station, but I love the gas station.
Okay.
In the morning, seeing people going in and out, guys getting ice, and, Gatorade.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm sitting there, looking at my phone. Hi, Karen. I was like, hey, hi, I am such and such. I was like, oh my God, it was so nice to finally meet you. Wow. Oh my God, you're having a baby. Well, boy or girl, all things. And then, I don't know, I'll get people mixed up. I was like, girl, wait, you're the one that we tried to get your food truck back last year. You got your food truck stolen. I thought it was a person who got their food truck stolen.
Okay.
It was a seafood truck.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody in the group, we was looking for this truck.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And she was like, I ain't never had no food truck. And I was like, oh, maybe it was somebody else. I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Da-da-da-da-da. Boom. Going about my day. I'm in the bathroom, looking on my phone. This oxtail ass bitch.
Oh my God.
She saying I had a food truck repossessed. I ain't even never had a food truck. And now she talking about I had a food truck repossessed. I was like, what is going on? Like, what just happened here? Am I in the Matrix?
I just want to pee and pee.
Golly! And she literally had her whole thing. Oh, I could meet her on I-20.
Oh my God.
I was like, I didn't even say that. I just said, I thought she was the girl who got her food truck stolen. She had created this whole narrative that I told her that I thought she had got a food girl. And then had enough nerve to pull up at April's place that same night.
Oh, she was still on it.
I was like, at the time I texted my husband. I was like,
And you know what the ones that drive me crazy? Be the ones that be like, sis, do I need to pull up? Girl, sit down. You in Wisconsin. How you gonna show up in Douglasville tonight?
Just like that.
Do I need to pull up?
Hey, listen.
I'll be like,
but don't it make you feel good to know that people will take up for you?
oh, she delete somebody in Women Douglasville group deletes my comments every time. Because I'll be at Fume on Thursday from 8 to 11. You got a problem with what I said, but you not finna say. And I'll be like, she be like, I had to delete such and such. I'm like, why? Because I don't want people, forget these folks.
Kills, you probably shouldn't press send sometimes.
don't press send.
Don't press send.
I'm gonna do that now. But the flip side, if it's me, I'm like this. But if it's my friends, I'm a pit bull. I'm not a pit bull for myself.
Like, no,
but I'm a pit bull for somebody else.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, what did you say about her?
Yeah.
No, not
I can't
her.
handle it when it's me.
Yeah. I feel the same way. Like,
don't press in.
Yeah.
But we gotta be able to handle it. We gotta be able to handle that.
Put it in your notes if you want to say something bad.
Mm-hmm.
Remember who you are. If somebody says something and you know it's not true, remember who you are.
Remember who you are.
Yeah. That exactly. You know what I'm saying? When Simba saw that reflection in the water, change his life. You know what I'm saying? But that's
know
who we are.
You are.
That know who you are.
And then we're gonna close out with that. So y'all are tuned in to She Unfiltered Radio Show right here on Hits 92.3. We're here Wednesdays and Thursdays from 12 to 2 p.m. We gotta wrap this up because Karen the Connector is up next.
Yeah.
What is your show about today? What's your show about?
We are going to be talking about a program that Corey Thomas has going on.
Hey, Corey.
Corey's on the way.
My guy.
Yeah. Corey is partnered with this. Corey has a new program out, and he's going to be talking about parenting, like just very intentional parenting, like intentionally instilling different values into your children that you want to instill. Just parenting in a different way than just like, loving on your kids and supporting them. That's one thing, we can all do that. But from what I got out of the literature he sent me is he's developing a program for parents to intentionally instill certain values and different, skills into your children as they grow. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about current events.
I love it.
I also printed out the ballot for Douglas County of all the people who are running. Okay. So we're just going to shout out their name, what they're running for, what district it is. So you as a viewer can go and do your research to find out what they're running for, what their campaign is about. Because sometimes we want to vote and we want to, do our part, but sometimes we get there and we don't know who's running for.
We know that one person, and everybody else be like, "Oh, we're just gonna click."
Yeah, I seen the sign on the corner.
I like their name. Let me click them. They sound black. That's me. They sound black. Let me do this one.
So I would love everybody just to have an informed vote when they go. And this early voting is going on right now. So I'm just going to shout out the people who are who are running in Douglas County. Then I'm going to talk about some current events we have coming up.
Okay.
And then, of course, everybody knows I'm on my peptide journey with Healthwise Medical. I'm going to be talking about that because it's been life-changing for me. Like, totally life-changing.
Okay.
So I am going to be talking about that on my show. So make sure you tune back in.
Don't even go nowhere. It's going to be a quick break. We just got to get off so that she can start on time.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Corey too, though. I had a brief conversation with him one day. We didn't email this. We didn't text it. It wasn't a phone call. It was a face-to-face. First time ever seeing him. I was like, my son got a traffic ticket. He got to go to court. Just having a regular conversation. We go to court and he's there.
You talking about different court.
Oh, am I? Just kidding.
Corey Thomas. Great guy though. I can co-sign for Corey.
No, you talking about Corey,
the attorney guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm shut up. There I go
Martin.
again.
You're talking about Corey
Martin.
Listen,
I thought that's who.
Shout out to all Corys.
Corys are cool too.
Shout out to Corey Condry. And Coco Brother. Shout out to Coco Brother. Yeah.
All Corys. It's okay. But shout out to Corey Martin. I'm just finish it up then.
Corey Thomas, Corey Martin, Coco Brother, all the things.
He got my son out the ticket.
And if you see Kels in public, there it is.
Yeah. And that's what I love about like just connections.
And community,
community and connections.
That's one thing I will say about Corey Martin. Shout out. Here we are.
Yeah, we're here now. But we gotta go.
Real quick. Like one thing about the election 2 years ago, I don't know if anybody remembers, I had a big meet the candidates.
Yep.
And that's always been big to me, even before
I was there.
Like a lot of people who ran and lost, they kind of disappeared. You didn't see them no more. While they were running, they're picking up trash on the streets, they're volunteering at the schools, they're showing up
at my events.
Yeah, showing up at the churches, showing up at the club, anything. But as soon as that election was over, I barely seen any. I don't know. I can't even say I seen them. And my thing is, if you're all about community and if you're all about leadership and you're all about Douglas County and all the things that we should see you all the time, whether you're running or not. And I'm going to say that now for everybody running for office, whether you're running or not, if you're that passionate that you want to be in office and represent a community, a district, and that you want to run and be elected, then even if you win or not, we should still see your face at the community events. We should still see your face at the schools. We should still see your face at the churches and all the things. And I'll say that too. If you're that passionate, let's see how passionate you are. And I believe that when these people keep seeing your face, you will be elected. But if you only show up during election time, and now I have to get to know this person during election time for what you stand for. And I believe, you're passionate about what you stand for and what you believe in and what you want to see happening. But now I got to, who are you again? Oh, wow. Okay.
Exactly.
It's nice to meet you. Okay.
Again.
Great. But when it's somebody who I've seen in the community time and time again, everywhere I go, and I'm at a lot of community events. And if I'm not there, I'm watching.
She's always somewhere. Right. I'm like, how do you do it?
So I see, and I'm not trying to be biased and tell people who to vote for, but I'm telling you what I feel and what I see and what probably a lot of other people see. So just keep that in your back pocket.
And go vote.
And go vote.
Go
vote. Make sure you vote.
Go vote.
And if you don't vote, I don't want to hear nothing.
Vote for somebody.
Somebody.
Vote.
Anybody. Somebody.
Whatever. Vote.
Vote. It counts.
Whatever.
A lot of people think votes don't count, but they really do.
It does. Vote.
What, right,
May 19th, right?
Who y'all are.
Okay, I'm Karen Campbell, founder of Women of Douglasville. You can find me on social media. I'm on TikTok at Karen the Connector. I'm on Instagram, Karen the Connector GA. And of course, I'm on Facebook land, all the things. Women of Douglasville, Karen Campbell. Just find me. I'm there. Or email me at womenofdouglasville@gmail.com. Karen at womenofdouglasville.com.
Karen has a lot. But I am Kentrell Porch. You can find me on all social media at Kentrell Porch. That's KENTRELL Porch, PORCH, all run together. That's about it. That's where you can find me. Instagram, Facebook, I just joined
Kentrell's
TikTok.
going to be on my show next
Just
week.
joined
So
TikTok.
stay tuned. Kentrell's going to be on my show too with Corey, right? Kentrell?
Yeah, for a quick minute.
Yeah. Just
For a
for
quick-
do a little segment.
But I will say
quick
this. Thank you.
second.
Thank you so much. This was really
Thank
fun.
you.
Thank you for the phone call. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you both for thinking of me.
Yes, definitely. I said,
Thank you so much.
Kentrell,
Thank
you're
you,
the first
thank you,
person I call. You going to do it?
Yes.
He said, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm
He don't feel like he's spiffy enough, but you look just fine.
You look
I
good.
really don't.
All right,
Hey,
so
keep pushing
look,
the shirt on.
There we go.
guys,
Keep pushing.
we're getting up out of here. You can find me tonight at Fume each and every Thursday night for karaoke from 8 to 11 p.m. And then it's an after party. It's all old school music. It is a cigar bar. So if you're not into cigars, I don't like cigars and it don't affect me in any kind of way. So you can handle Fume.
You have a great
Douglasville.
filtration system.
It's amazing.
It's
like,
great.
trust me, I literally am not a cigar smoker. And it doesn't bother me at all.
Right.
All right. So I'll be
Same,
there
same.
tonight, every Thursday, 8 to 11 p.m. Like I said, after school party. Old school
school
party.
party.
Afterwards. We
Not
talked
an
about old
after-school
school
party.
bullies. All right. So we out of here. Peace.
She, yeah. She unfiltered, turning up the heat. Midday vibes, got that 12 to beat. For the grown women, on bold and free. Mothers, wives, and entrepreneurs, that's the key. Over 40, but still on the rise. We got ambition, we got fire in our eyes. From empty nesters to dreamers, making moves.